Hi, it's the Lipstick Gal. Thank you so much for watching today. I'm doing a full face of RMS because I recently picked up this little beauty here. This is their Redimension Hydra Eye Quartet in the shade Rebel Glow. And I thought, you know what, since I'm going to be playing with the new eyeshadows, let's just do a full face of RMS and talk about it. I'm going to start with this. This is their Sun Cover Up Super Tint. This is an SPF 50 that wears like a skin tint. I feel like I have a shade that's too fair for me. Oops. But we're going to make it work today. Yeah. Could be a little bit on the fair side, but we'll see. One thing I'm always trying to do is match my neck and my face because my face is darker than my neck and I don't like that. But this is a really lovely formula. It's very lightweight. I never put on enough of this to get SPF coverage from this. If you're looking for SPF coverage for your face, you're going to need a 1/4 teaspoon, and that's a lot of product. So I just use enough like I'm applying a foundation. That's what I'm going for, is coverage and not necessarily SPF protection. I feel like this works. It may not be my perfect shade come warmer weather, but for right now, it definitely works. There's a little flexibility to it. It feels like it's a little bit on the fair side, but it does work. The other thing I'm going to throw on is this. This is their fairly new Revitalized Hydra Concealer. I actually really like this. I have the shade 0N01. Another one that I feel might be a little on the light side, but again, I can make this work. And I'm just going to dab this everywhere where I need correction, and then we'll blend it in. Some redness, some hyperpigmentation spots over my eyebrows, and then just on the tops of the cheekbones where my melasma just decides to never go away. I really like being able to tap this in with my finger because I get more coverage than if I'm using a brush over the top. I like the coverage that I get from this. I feel like it's just enough without being too much, but I am using small dots and only pulling the applicator out of the tube just the once. Now for one of my absolute favorite things from the brand, it's their hydrating powder. This is the Hydra Setting Powder. I have the shade Light. I'm almost out of this. I definitely need to go back and get some more, but this is probably one of my favorite setting powders out of all the ones that I have in my collection because it doesn't look heavy. And if you are like me, dealing with more mature skin, I want a really lightweight powder that sets my face without looking heavy, and that's what I get from this. So I take some on a puff and I work it into the puff so that I don't have like a lot of it, and then I just pounce it right over the spots that need it. And for me, that's my under eye, my nose, the mobile forehead lines that I have, and then a little bit around the chin. And then I'm picking up just a tiny bit that's left on a large powder brush, and I'm just hitting the rest of my face lightly. I'm not really looking to powder my face in a sense of it looks heavy or powdery. I just want there to set the very hydrating foundation that I put down first. I don't want anything that I put on top to grab in an area because it's not set. This powder is super lightweight. It's also hydrating. I love the way it looks on the skin because it doesn't look powdery. So if you're looking for a powder that's not powdery, I think you might really like this one from RMS. Let's put some bronzer on. This Redimension Hydra Bronzer in the shade Beach Walk Betty has been a favorite of mine for such a long time. You can tell that mine is well loved. She's a little messy, but that's okay. I like the slightly rosy tone to this bronzer. This is the fairest, I think this is the fairest one in the lineup. I was going to say definitively it is, but I could be wrong. But I remember when I bought this a couple years ago, it was at the time the lightest shade there was. So I'm just going off of what I remember, but it's been a couple of years since I purchased this, but I really love this bronzer. This is probably top 5 bronzers for me in my collection. I like how it brings life to the face. If you're swatching it, there is a little bit of a satin shine to it, but it doesn't translate to the face. The face never looks shiny. That's the one thing that's so great about these Redimension Hydra powders from RMS, is that they do bring hydration to the face, but the face never looks, shiny unnecessarily. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of the blushes. This is the Redimension Hydra Blush in Pomegranate Fizz. Another product that has a little bit of glow to it, but is not really highlighty. That's what I like about this. It really brings a lot of color to the face, but it's buildable. That's my favorite thing. You can get it to be as intense as it looks in the pan, but since I'm fair, I usually don't go for like full bore. I tend to go for a slightly lighter look, but I love how easy this blush is just to throw on. I can never decide which I enjoy more, the Hydra Powder Bronzer, Blush, or the highlight. This is in Prosecco Fizz. And this is, I think, the only shade, but one of the most beautiful powder highlights, especially on my 51-year-old skin. The older I get, the more I see powder highlights, especially sitting on the surface of the skin and bringing additional texture where I don't want it. This just sits beautifully on the skin and looks lovely. It does blend in beautifully. It doesn't look dry or powdery. And it has such a lovely glow, such a lovely glow. This is one of my favorite powder highlights, again, in the top 5. They're just lovely. This Hydra formula is so good. So when I knew the eyeshadows were coming out in the same Hydra formula, I was like, I have to try. I have to try. All right, give me a minute to do my eyebrows. I'll be right back. All right. Here is the Eye Quartet in Rebel Glow. It is so subtle but beautiful. There is a nice kind of lavendery shade here. I'm liking this taupe. They all seem to have, and maybe I'm wrong, a little bit of a satiny sheen to them. Let's take a quick look. Some more than others. So it looks like this one here is matte and the rest have a little bit of a satiny sheen to them. But aren't they just beautiful? I'm going to start with the lightest shade here. I'm going to pick some of this up on a kind of a fluffy brush and just go in with this all throughout the crease. Other products that I've tried from RMS for the eyes, I like their eye polish. I haven't had an eye polish in forever. But I remember liking them. It was a really easy kind of one and done cream formula for the eyes. I also have their eye lights. I have 3 of these. I think these are really great. I love this formula. I don't have the matte eye lights. I didn't hear fantastic reviews about those, and so I skipped those altogether. But before anybody could review this, and I'm sure there are reviews out now, I was like, I have to know. I have to know because it's that Redimension Hydra formula, which I really, really love. And this is going on with like no effort whatsoever. Part of it, I'm sure, is my Sonia G brush. They do include this little brush in here, and I might use the foam tip side for applying some of the shimmerier shades, but I definitely wanted to get this really beautiful soft brown. This would be great as a solo look just in the crease and in the outside corner. It's really pretty. I'm going to throw some on the bottom lash line as well. Just for funsies, let's try out their brush and their foam applicator to see how things go. I'm going to start with the brush end, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. This is like kind of like one of the darker shades in the palette. Maybe the foam tip is the way to go with this one. Ooh, we definitely get more pigment, that's for sure, than with the brush. I feel like this brush can blend if you need it to. It's probably better at laying down kind of like one of the metallic shades because it is kind of like a flat paddle. You're going to get a lot more intensity from the foam tip side, but I don't know that I have to use this brush. I feel like I could probably achieve this slightly blown out look a little bit easier from using a different brush, but just for the sake of doing the same thing on the other side, let's use the foam tip to place and then the brush to blend. Okay, I'm going to put that back in the container. I think that might be the only time I use it. I don't love it. I might reach for the foam tip applicator if I'm looking for a little bit more intensity and, you know, real precise placement, but I do prefer like my Sonia G brushes and the rest of my natural hair brushes over this. That's And I know that's not what RMS is about. They're definitely into the synthetic fibers, but I have better brushes and I'll just use those. I want to take this lavendery shade here, pick some up on a brush, and kind of add this right over the lid. I don't know if that was a good idea or not. Got a little bit of it in the crease, definitely over the lid, a little bit into the outside corner. I really like how these colors are blending. I'm taking just a little bit more of that darker brown on the outside corner. I didn't want to lose any of the depth. I wanted to make sure we had that. I really, really like the way these blend. These are so beautiful and they blend with very little effort. All right, I'm going to grab a different brush. I've got this old MAC 202 brush that I love and I cannot let go of. And I'm going to use this to pick up the kind of taupey shade right here. And I'm going to place this on the inside third of the eye. All I have now is a totally clean brush that I'm going to use just to blend the edges. I feel like I need a little bit more of a blend on the outside corner. I'm really liking the eyeshadows. Here's what I like about them. First of all, they don't accentuate the additional texture that my eyelids have. They don't bring anything more to the game than what I already have going on. As I'm looking up close at my eyelids, yes, there's texture on my lids, but that's because I'm 51. I don't mind having texture on the lids. I just don't want a product to make it look like there's more texture than there is. I like the way that they very softly blend into each other. I don't know, somebody might think it's a little bit muddy. I don't think it is. I think it's really pretty. There is a soft radiance to these shadows. I feel like the Redimension Hydra formula, you can see it more if you really build it up, especially like in these darker two shades. You can really see that there is a satiny softness to these. And you can certainly get that to translate to the eye, but I wanted something a little bit softer. And I really like the way this look turned out. This definitely falls into the category that I would call a boring Betty. This colorway here in Rebel Glow, I think it's really pretty. For me, a boring Betty is an everyday eyeshadow palette, something that you can wear to work, something that you could wear if you're going out to dinner, something that, you know, you can use in a variety of ways, but doesn't ever look like it's too much. That's what I love about it. And I feel like these colors are really, really lovely. I'm going to throw on some eyeliner and mascara and I'll be right back. Last thing I'm going to do is throw on their lip oil. This is in the shade Carolina. I love the formula of this so much. I really love the formula of this lip oil, but there's a couple things that I don't like about it. And I feel like at that mid-20s price point, these are things you're definitely going to want to know. I feel like the formula is beautiful. The formula is very hydrating. It looks good on the lips. It feels great on the lips and it's very nourishing. But the doe foot is really hard and rigid. It feels like something you would get from the drugstore. And the wiper takes off so much product that you're constantly dipping in again and again and again and again. Now, those two things are not a deal breaker for me. I still love this formula and really enjoy reaching for it, especially in the warmer months. And I could see myself getting another shade, but just something to keep in mind. I feel like there are better doe foots out there, especially at the price point that we're paying for this RMS lip oil. But this is the finished look. I feel like it looks really pretty. I feel like it's just enough and not too much. I don't have too much going on the cheek, and I feel like the eyes have a little bit more intensity, but it's not too much. I really like the way this look turned out. I feel like I am very happy with what I have from RMS. What I didn't end up showing you are some of my faves. One of them is the Living Luminizer. Maybe I could put a little bit of this on, but this is a coconut oil based highlight that has a pearlescent sheen to it. And you need just the smallest amount on the tops of the cheeks. It's so pretty. And it looks like your skin just a little bit better. This is one of my favorite products from the brand. I also have a couple minis of their lip to cheek, and I tend to appreciate these more as lipsticks. This one is in the shade Soleil. probably should have put this down before I went in with the lip oil, but this is going to warm it up just a little bit. Another one of their well-known and well-loved products is their Buriti bronzer. It looks like this. And here it is on the back of my hand. It is a beautiful bronzer, but I only wear this on days when I'm doing an all cream look. That's when I'll reach for my living luminizer and the Buriti bronzer and one of the lip to cheeks, you know, for flush on the cheeks. But today I decided I was really going to lean into the Redimension Hydra powders. So I used those on my cheeks and on my eyes, and I really like the way this look turned out. I really think that RMS is onto something with the Redimension Hydra powders. I feel like they look lovely on the skin. I feel like I look like a better version of myself. The hydrating bronzer is so good. There is so much in the powder lineup from RMS that really astounds me, and I really enjoy. If you have not had the chance to try the Redimension Hydra formula, either in their bronzer, their blush, or their highlight, I feel like that's a really great introduction to it. There is another one of these little eye quartets that I wanted to get, but it was out of stock. It had kind of like a subtle green to it. And I definitely want more of the muted colors, but I like the way this turned out, this slightly cooler eye look. I think it's really lovely. Let me know what your thoughts are. Have you picked up one of these eye quartets? Are you a fan of RMS? What's your favorite product from the brand? What sorts of things that I didn't try today would you recommend to me if you have a favorite that I didn't talk about? Let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for making the time to watch today. I hope you have an incredible day, and I will see you again soon. Bye.